All right, so obviously the result wasn't what you wanted, but just the experience of wrestling your brother on this stage, which literally you two are the only people that have ever done that. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, it was super cool. Obviously, once in a lifetime opportunity. Our basement had mats in it, so we grew up butting heads all the time as kids. And then, throughout middle school, high school, we were partners every single day. And to go out here on like the biggest stage in college wrestling, it was awesome. I mean, it was, pretty hard to describe how it felt, but super grateful for the opportunity. It stinks we had to meet in the second round, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and super happy for him. And now I'm just really pulling for him to get the job done.
So what do you think the experience was like for your parents?
I think obviously super stressful. They were ever since the brackets came out. They came out pretty early last week, so I think they were getting lots of calls, a lot of people reaching out, and then they had to deal with their own feelings and emotions too. I'm sure they knew we were in tough spots, but at the end of the day, they know that me and Mac are best friends, so they knew we'd be all right. Regardless, it's still super hard to watch two of your kids go at it on the national stage with all eyes on them. So it was stressful for sure. Yeah, super emotional.
You're obviously in a big wrestling family. In addition to you two, obviously your dad's a big name. You have siblings. Just growing up in that environment, how do you think that shaped you two into doing what you've done now? Because obviously the Stout family is pretty big in wrestling. So
yeah, I mean, it's really all we knew growing up. Like you said, my dad wrestled, my older brother wrestled, so me and Matt kind of grew up on the outskirts of a wrestling room, beating each other up, rolling around all the time. Spent a lot of weekends in a wrestling gym at my older brother's matches. And then, as we continue to grow up, we kind of grew into the sport ourselves and grew to love it. So, to finally reach this point where we are now, it's awesome to see.
yeah, so obviously coming up short here is always going to be tough. Does it make it tougher being that obviously you want the bragging rights with your sibling, or is it like?
Honestly, I wouldn't want to lose to anyone other than him. I mean, it stinks obviously, but it is what it is. Like I said, and I'm super happy for him. I want to change it. I think we'll have some talks about it down the road, and we'll look back on this moment and talk about it for a really long time though. So
What would you say is the biggest way you guys are similar and the biggest way you're different?
I think we're super different. I think if you talk to anybody that knows us, they'd say that. Mac's super thoughtful and outgoing. He's never hiding what he's thinking. He'll always go out and say it. So in that sense, that's how we're different. And then similar, I mean, people come up to me all the time and think I'm him. People go up to him and think I'm him. So I'd say we obviously look a ton alike. So say in that sense, just appearance. Yeah.
Right. I think that's pretty good for me. Do you have anything else?
No, that's it.
Nice.